There's, especially in that second phase. Like, you literally have to do this fight without taking any damage. It's gonna die and start again. And you can't dodge through him because his hitbox is so big that the contact damage, you just can't get through him. So you have to go over him always. No heals. Yeah, it is doable. It's just really fucking hard. Looking at the morphs that we have available, this one is definitely good for the bombs. This one only works with like a thrust. It's not good for this. This enemy moves way too fucking slow. This one does good damage, but also moves pretty fucking slow. Like, you have to morph, do an attack, and then morph out. It's just not worth it. That's a problem. You have to, like, morph, attack, morph. Like, it's just not worth it to switch to some of these morphs because it's so slow. If the morphs were... Yeah, if they were faster, like the movement was, like, on par with your character, I don't know how the rest of the game is, but just from where we're at right now, it doesn't make a lot of sense to use a lot of these morphs, at least right now. Like later on for other bosses, that may change, but like this one's hard enough trying to switch to it, drop a bomb, a gas bomb, and it does good on the AoE. Yeah. It is doable. It's just really fucking hard. shit! Fuck. Yeah, they're like, you have to like pretty much be at full health going into the second phase and not get hit. Because you're gonna get hit eventually. Or heal up before going into that second phase. Or I think he's got 3 phases, I think. I don't know what's going on with that one. No. I feel like I can do it. It's just really fucking hard. Shit. Yeah, there is zero time to fucking heal. Zero. Hold on a second. That might help. Nope, that's not going to work. That is faster healing. That might work. Let's see how fast it is. Is if we can get a heal, we can maybe finish this. I'm not pro enough to do a no-hit on shit like this. Damn it. Yeah, the heal, yeah, we can definitely heal with that now. Fuck. Okay, so now we can heal during the fight. I don't want to play where I have to do that, but... This boss reminds me a lot of the early Mega Man bosses. Mega Man was a great platformer. Hard as fuck. I actually thought Mega Man 1 was harder than Mega Man 2, but it was pretty fucking hard. Oh! Dude! I have no idea how to survive that. And the problem too is the cooldown on the abilities of the AoE. I mean, it's not just that you're limited, but you also have them on a cooldown. Ah. Fuck, I didn't see that one. I'm out. No! I had him at 1%. Fucking had him, man. That's why I'm trying to save that main jab attack for last. I ran out a little too soon. I think we can get it this time. Fuck! I need to heal. No! Fuck, man. Yeah, we got it. I get it now. It's still very fucking hard. Damn. This is a very challenging fight. I'm not using the morphs because it just takes too long to fucking transition. If it was a single button, I would probably use them, but trying to do it with two buttons, I could set up macros if I really wanted. Oh, what a fucking asshole. like I got it this time. Shit! That's a fair play. As hard as this fight is, I don't feel it's unfair. It's just really, really fucking hard. I've been able to destroy some of the bombs without them doing damage to me. Yeah, I'm gonna start over. I wanted to test to see if I can melee them without actually taking damage, but it's kind of hit and miss. Sometimes you can pop them before they hit you, and sometimes they won't. And it's not a matter of their timer. It's just a matter of, I don't know. I really don't understand that. It's very inconsistent. Help if I was facing the right direction. Yeah, you sit right there. Alright, let me get a heal. Yeah, he's going down this time. We got him. 50% health. So if you're just watching the fight, it looks very, I don't know, kind of simplistic. Like it doesn't, like, it's not overly complicated, but it is. It's kind of, it's a good fight. This is a very well designed fight. I didn't feel it was unfair, just really, really fucking hard. What the hell? Pixel. Okay. Did get like, let's go save. See, you have to press the right trigger and then whatever button you've got your morph set to. And doing that and then switching back out and then also jumping around and trying to fire off, at least from my mental capacity, is pretty damn tough to do that. I almost feel like, I don't know how they could have done it. I'd have to really sit down and think about it, because I do like the concept of being able to use morphs and like, you know, morph into a different, you know, morph and use the ability and then morph back out. But it's just the combo buttons just don't really work very well. But I don't know how else you could do it unless you're like on a keyboard. But these types of games, in my opinion, are better served on a controller. Yeah, I don't know. I thought we would have gotten like an item or something from him. Huh. Yeah, we didn't get anything new, I don't think. Yeah, this helped quite a bit. I don't think I could have done this fight. Well, it could be done, but I'd probably have to spend a few more hours, because you'd have to do it no hit, because the default healing time is way too slow. And I've noticed that, you know, there's a lot of so I think Hollow Knight's been out for what, 9 years now, and a lot of the games I've been playing, you know, were made after Hollow Knight, and I've noticed that a lot of them have literally just taken the same mechanics and just rebranded them. I mean, literally the exact same mechanics. Now, in some ways, I'm not trying to say it's plagiaristic. In some ways, it's good. If something works, adopt it. I mean, you know, the Souls games developed a formula, and we see a lot of other developers, you know, adopting certain mechanics. But sometimes it does start to get to a point where it's like, okay, it almost feels like you're playing a reskin of the same game. And that's kind of why I was kind of I'm not really sure if I want to try that other Metroidvania with the painter, because even if it does have all the things I would like that Hollow Knight doesn't have, like if I go play Blasphemous, it doesn't feel anything like Hollow Knight. And I want to play something different. I don't want to play a rebrand or a reskin of everything. And this does feel a bit like that, as far as like, you know, all the things like, you know, the abilities, the chips. The morph is about the only thing different that they've done here. But again, trying to use these during a boss fight, I wouldn't say is impossible. But for me, I'm having a very difficult time giving the speed of the fight, trying to morph in and morph out of any morphs to be able to use them effectively. I might see if I can look up a video if there's like, you know, something like a tip or something to help with that. Because if you could morph in and out quicker, and it's not even just the morphing between the morphs, it's also the movement. Like, look at this shit. Like, look at how much slower he is. Of course, if I hit the speed, it will run faster, but by default, and you can't always be doing that. So, and same thing with this. I mean, it just moves so damn slow. I didn't use this because that's the only attack it has, and it would have been okay to use it for some of the bombs. It was effective because it's a long range, but it's only one. And then this, yeah, not, the attack might be good, but You know, that might have worked for the bombs because it's a range. But it's also on a cooldown, which kind of sucks. But anyhow, I'm going to go back to town to see. Like, if I could have morphed, like, more fluidly, that fight would have been probably about half that time. As far as, like, how long it took me to do. I don't think we need to go in here. Yeah. Wait, he might... Hold on. Okay. We'll give that a try. Oh, you know what? We can get these items over here now. When we get to the waypoint. Ooh, yeah, I don't think we can do this one yet. Yeah, we can't do that one yet. we can do that. What a fucking asshole. He had like 1% health. Fucking knocks me off. Dude, quit knocking me. I hate the fucking contact damage. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, we're not going to be able to do the platforming for that. All right, let's go down to the other. Actually, let's... Huh. Yeah, that would have probably worked on the boss too. We need that other... Yeah. Okay, well at least I know what we need. Gotta go back. I guess we have to go the other way. Ouch. Hey. Shadow sting. Oh, okay, so that's what opened it up. Okay, cool. But it's still not cleared. What else is in here? Oh, I didn't even see that. Why are you not? What the fuck? Not very smart.